Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Cardano ADA. Right now at $1.37, we do see a small percentage of an increase of 0.13%, but we did have a price point of $1.29 yesterday at 9 p.m. So it's great to see this kind of an increase in the last 24 hours, going up about 8 cents and slowly making our way back to that $1.40 that we were stabilized at for, a couple of days there. If we take a look at the last month, we do still see a 13.76% decrease overall, but that is slowly coming down as Cardano gets back to that $1.40. And we take a look at the last week, we are still seeing a 2.67% increase overall. So definitely a solid look into Cardano. If we look at the entire market altogether, we are seeing a 1.89% decrease. However, Bitcoin is up 2%, which is a positive. Obviously, Dogecoin as well, up 5.53%. We have EOS with an 11% increase and Terra Luna up 16.82%. So a lot of altcoins and a lot of coins in general doing very, very well. Cardano is definitely one of them. We're going to talk about really the future of Cardano, why it's a coin that I believe has such a large, really market cap in the very, very, very near future. I think a lot of retail investors and institutional investors will be investing in the upcoming weeks and months ahead. So let's jump into some of the most recent really information and deep dive into some of the bullish news that I believe will continue to push Cardano up. Before we do so, guys, I do really appreciate all of your awesome support. So make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video if you guys have not already, as we talk about Cardano and altcoins pretty much daily on the channel. So the first article here we have is Cardano holders skyrocket as institutional and retail demand for ADA goes through the roof. So demand for Cardano has exceeded Bitcoin. The altcoin has become a favorite for U.S. investors. Potential use cases and high return on investment are the top factors driving interest for Cardano. Meanwhile, smart contract functionality in the upcoming Alonzo hard fork is likely to increase demand farther. Cardano emerged as a favorite among American users on eToro. The number of ADA holders has increased despite a delay in the highly anticipated Alonzo fork. So a lot of people obviously excited about the smart contracts coming to Cardano. Hopefully, by September, we are able to see smart contracts completely deployed to the public. And I think that will continue to increase really the hype surrounding Cardano. And obviously, hype is only so good. We need it to actually build into, news, and actually, people need to buy the news, not just the hype. So we're excited for, really this Alonzo fork to come into play. So during Q2, Cardano provided a clear roadmap for its upcoming Alonzo hard fork, currently in a testing phase. If successful, it will bring smart contract functionality by allowing the writing and deployment of smart contracts for the first time on the Cardano blockchain. This upgrade will be significant as it will enable developers to build projects on the network, helping Cardano to position itself as a real competitor to the likes of Ethereum. So obviously this would be a big deal. I do want to talk a lot more about, a couple of different new articles talking about big things coming for Cardano. But before we do so, guys, I do want to give you guys the opportunity to learn a little bit about BlockFi. So BlockFi is obviously the sponsor of today. It's just talking about the future of finance. So the old way of doing things doesn't cut it anymore. With BlockFi, you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest at up to 7.5% APY, borrow cash, and buy or sell crypto. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balances, and no reason to wait. So definitely take advantage of this, guys. I do have my link in the description below, as well as in the comment section. I will have a pinned comment with my link, Crypto Profit. And obviously, if you guys use that link, you will be able to get up to $250 worth of Bitcoin when you sign up. The biggest thing is, the BlockFi Rewards credit card is actually here now. So they are inviting eligible people at the top of the list to apply now. So grab your place in the line today, or, at least sign up to be in that list. So obviously, big opportunity here with BlockFi, making your money work for you and working smarter, not harder. So jumping into the next article, it talks about there's an enormous amount of commercial interest in Cardano. Charles Hoskinson hints. So this is definitely a big thing. Obviously, the founder isn't going to say there's no interest, but it's big to say that he is saying there is an enormous amount of commercial interest. So there is obviously industrial, investors jumping in, but we also have retail kind of following up on that. And I think this is a big deal. This time next year, I predict there will be hundreds of assets running on Cardano, thousands of dApps, tons of interesting projects, and lots of unique use and utility. 2021 is going to be so much fun watching Cardano grow and evolve. The community is definitely ready to innovate. So they've come after, Charles recently with this, because obviously we haven't been able to, actually, well, here it says here, when your year-old posting showing ADA network adoption projections failed to match community expectations, the tech entrepreneur came under fire on Twitter. And I will say, guys, the project's grown so well. And if you don't shoot, like I said, if you don't shoot among, shoot among the, you don't shoot for the moon, you land among the stars. Obviously, that's what's taking place here. He's shooting for such a, enormous, idea of what could be possible. And then obviously he didn't exactly reach his goal, but he's landing very, very close, which definitely puts him ahead as what, a lot of people would have originally thought possible. So let's jump into some Twitter now. So you requested we delivered Cardano's native coin. ADA is now available on the Nexo platform. Buy ADA on the Nexo exchange with a limited cashback promo. Earn up to 8% PA on ADA and borrow against ADA at just 6.9% APR. We also see that, the new blogs, digital, lending platform Nexo Finance integrated Cardano, enabling ADA holders to borrow and earn from a diverse crypto portfolio. This latest partnership further expands the Cardano ecosystem and increases ADA utility. So this does continue to push ADA into new utility use cases, as well as, just continuing to make ADA really an all-around platform that is capable of so many things. So we're actually going to talk about the Friday fact that Cardano always puts out on their Twitter. So as Frederick Gregard, CEO of Cardano Foundation, explains, our mission is to ensure that Cardano becomes the future financial and social operating system for generations to come by providing guidance, oversight, supervision for the Cardano ecosystem post initial development. Jumping into the next article, we do have, I guess this is the last article we'll talk about, and then we'll talk about price predictions and where I think, Cardano is going to end up breaking out. And do I think, institutional investors really are looking into jumping in? So will Bitcoin energy, issues turn off investors? And a lot of people, I've already talked about this. We've talked about this quite a bit. And the biggest thing to note is Cardano. When you're thinking about this, solving the proof of work energy issue comes down to Bitcoin's energy consumption has more than quadrupled since the beginning of its last peak in 2017, says Charles Hoskinson, co-founder of Ethereum, the second largest crypto by market capitalization. It's really kind of set to be worse, or to get worse, because obviously energy, as I can't talk, inefficiency is built into its DNA. So it's just great to see that, driving the force behind the third generation cryptocurrency Cardano is and could be a solution to what we see as solving the proof of work energy issue. We're not going to jump too much farther into that, but, we've talked about really Bitcoin's energy issues turning off investors. And that's why Cardano is going to be so appealing, in my opinion, to investors and investing opportunities for a lot of people and a lot of, like I said, industry. So I do want to talk about Cardano right now with this $37, $36 range that we're currently at. I do think we are going to continue to see coins struggle up until the month of September. Late September is about where I could see, a potential move for many, many altcoins pushing back from their maybe lowest points in early September. I do think there's still large dips coming. Unfortunately, I do think we are still in a very, very volatile crypto market, and that's always been the case. So make sure to always invest wisely. Always do your own research, as I'm not a financial advisor. I just think Cardano by the end of the year still pushes close to $7 to $12. It's just one of those things where Cardano has so many utility and use cases behind it. There's just so much potential behind this coin. And I think if we do get to that bull market part two, and depending on how long it lasts and when we actually get started, by the end of the bull market or the end of the year, depending, I do think $7 to $12 is still a realistic price prediction. So thank you guys so much for just tuning in, talking about Cardano with me. Obviously, a lot to talk about today. Jumping through all of these different things and bullish news that has been coming out just recently with Cardano. And I just want to say thank you guys again for all the awesome support. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.